So welcome back, friends. So this is very exciting. This is the final episode of the Common Man's Woodworking Toolkit. One of you guys is going to win this incredible set of tools. So I've been getting a lot of messages. People were thinking, did I miss the giveaway? What happened? Am I entered? What's going on? How come it's been so long? Well, I've been waiting on something to arrive. The cherry on top, the cap, the whole thing. And it's inside this yellow little box. What you're looking at is the entire contents. It's everything in the Common Man's Toolkit, kind of all organized here and ready to go. So if you're joining us for the first time, this is a kit that will be given away. It's pretty much everything you will need to get started with traditional woodworking. We've got the two Japanese saws, the back saw, we've got the coping saw, we've got the brace, we've got the Irwin combination square, we got the Stanley hand plane, we've got the maple mallet, we've got the beautiful India stone, and the all metal Stanley power lock, as well as a nearly full set, missing one. So all 16, well, we have 15 here of the vintage, very sought after carpenter's bits. Man. From my own personal collection, I might add there. That's really special, and that's probably the best part of the whole thing. So what else do we have? Was that about it? So, all not done yet. The chisels, the wonderful reproduction of the Irwin Marple chisels that I like better than my own. Remember, it's an option. If you'd rather have my Stanley Sweethearts, I'll swap them out. A Wranglerstar pencil, official. And of course the layout knife. I think I've got everything in there. So what I've added just for fun is I've added a very nice little Ride in the Rain waterproof notebook there, so you can sketch your plans or take notes or whatever you want to do. And I was also going to add a card scraper. I was going to give you my card scraper. I can't find it. I don't know where it went. So that's not going to be included. But the whole thing, the cherry on the top, is right inside this yellow box. Now you know, if you know anything, that when you see a little yellow box of this color, that means one thing. That means what's going to be inside is going to be very good. This is the working man's, well, basically, women have their blue Tiffany's box. This is what we have. What this means is vintage Stanley, either US made or made in England. And this was donated to the Common Man's Toolkit by my subscriber, Carl. He had this and contacted me and shipped it out here and said, I want you to put that in the kit. I think it's going to make someone very happy. Yeah, it's going to make someone very happy. It's going to make me very unhappy that I don't get to keep it. Because well, let's take a look at what it is. Are you ready? Original box. Look at that. Look at it. Oh. As soon as I saw it, I was just in love with it, and I was trying to think, how could I not include this in the box? I was tempted, Carl. I was tempted to keep it for my own collection there, but of course, it's not mine. It's not mine to keep. What is it? It is a Stanley rabbet plane. Look at that, made in England. It's brand new, guys. It's brand new. It has a sticker on it. Look at that. A Stanley number, what is it? One only, a number 75. Stanley Tools Limited, Sheffield, England. That's when it was great. I don't know if it's still great. It was great. Maybe it is still great. I've never even seen one. Look at it. Look at the bottom. I mean, I think it's brand new. If it's been used, it hasn't been used very much. So what is a rabbet plane? Well, well, let me explain to you here. I just happen to have a few examples here. I've never in my life had more rabbet planes than I have right now. Okay, so a normal plane, as we know, it has an iron or a blade in there, right? And then it cuts right there. It doesn't cut on the sides. So the problem you run into with a regular one is that if you want to cut up to a corner, like a mortise or something, right? You can't. You can only cut so close, this is not what these bench planes are intended to do. This is the latest plane that Mrs. W bought for me. Now this is a rabbet plane. What a rabbet plane will do, it will cut right up to the edge of something. Do you see how the blade runs right up to the edge? Which is perfect. So when you have little things that you need to trim in corners, little rabbets, This one here you could even use inside of a dado. You know, they're really great for that. I use this one. I've used it a lot in the timber framing sawhorses for cleaning up the corners of the tenons. Here's another rabbet plane. These two are, this is a Stanley. These two are actually, they do basically the same thing. This is just a larger, more adjustable version. If you look at that, you'll see that it's got the blade or the iron that runs all the way to the outside. This one has a fence, so it's a little bit more adjustable. But for the common man's toolkit, I think that this wouldn't be very appropriate. You know, it's kind of a specialty item right there. But this does all of the same thing that both of these big fancy ones do, but it's smaller. Look at that. You can do a rabbet on both sides. Man, that is cool. How about that original sticker on there? Made in England. Boy, I really like that. Let's take a look at it. So I thought, well, we have to at least sharpen it and try it out, right, before we send it on down the road. So there we go. There's the iron. Bevel up. Bevel up. I wonder if that's the way it's supposed to cut. Yep, that's right. This one's like that too. Bevel up. So we have a screw here. I have no idea what that's for. Well, we have to find out, don't we? Let's take that apart and see if we can figure out why does this need to be two pieces? Curiosity. I'm more curious than what's the most curious animal out there? Probably meerkat? No. Rikki Tikki Tavi. Black. Huh. I don't know why that's done like that. Oh, it's oh, I see. So you can adjust the throat. You can adjust the throat there. Okay, similar concept. So like on my Stanley, my number 4 here, I can do the same thing. I can loosen this, and I can adjust. See that distance there? 4 different types of wood. Oh, that is clever, 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 isn't it? I couldn't figure out why they wouldn't just cast it into one piece, but that makes sense to me now. All right, so, well, I don't really know what that really means for us with this plane, so whenever I'm in doubt like that, I just go for the middle. So let's check the edge and see. Boy, that is nice. It's so heavy. That is really nice. Let's see, what type of edge do we have on here? Ooh, it's sharp. It is. It has been sharpened. I can see that. Let's make sure it's really sharp, and then we'll try it out. We'll see how it works. Well, I'm going to assume that we can probably, well, we'll find out. Can we use our little guide? Can we use our guide for, I'll bet we can. This is the little honing guide that I've been using for my timber framing stuff. Remember how, oh, that's the original blade, made in, where does it say, where's that blade made at? It says Stanley, made in England. Man, that is cool. Okay, so these are the blocks that I haven't used these yet for the chisel side, and wonder what angle we're at. So let's see, so we'll just bring that up here. So we will, I think it might work. Let me flip that around, so we'll have to tighten that up if it's gonna be close. If not, we'll just freehand it, but that's, is it 25 degrees or is it 30 degrees? Oh, look, it does work. That's perfect. Let's start with a 30, and then we'll see. We'll tighten this up here. Yeah, that holds in there really nice. Let's see if that works. All right, so let's start with the course, and we'll just take a quick look and see where we're at, so you can see the bevel there. Some people ask what I put on for cutting fluid. Like it looks like it's 30 degrees to me when I look at sideways. It looks right on. I just use a little water with some Simple Green in it. Water would be just fine by itself, but I use the Simple Green because that was what was in the bottle. I like the smell of it, and I think maybe having a little bit of soap in there breaks the surface tension on the water, and I think it works better. You just need a little bit there. But let's see. Let's take a look and see where we're at from the original grind. Can you see that? Looks like. All right, so we're on the leading edge a little bit. We're backing it up, but it's really, really close to that. So when you're grinding this or when you're filing this, if you do end up getting a guide like this, just remember it's at 30 degrees for whoever's going to be owning this beautiful little tool. So we'll hit this really quick. I should have flattened the back. Looks like someone has. I can feel the iron on the wire on the. It looks like it's brand new to me. Let's see. Yeah, look how quickly. See how that's backing up? Can you see that? There, we're really close on that angle. All right, so let's put this back together. So it looks like it loads from the bottom. Bevel up. That is pretty cool. This is just a little, look at the, see the little indentations there? How they correspond with the little casting marks. Like that screw off. I love these. I love this old Stanley stuff. I just think it's just the coolest thing ever. Here we can see. I don't know exactly where the right opening should be on that throat, but you can see our blade. This one here, you kind of have to just eyeball it. If you look down, if you sight down it, I can see, I get the right angle there. I can see the reveal off the sole of the plane. Tighten that little set screw. Let's see how she cuts. Sorry for the delay. I had to go back and sharpen that properly, meaning flatten the back. I'm not going to send that to you guys without being done right. So I only took a half hour. But you can see I got all the tool marks out of there, and now it is properly sharpened. That's good there. So that's, there we go. And I backed up that edge there. That's 30 degrees right there. You can see. You should be able to see that right there. It's almost the whole width there. Okay, so bevel up. So let's try it now. This isn't really a great test for this particular little plane, being just a little rabbet plane, but we'll just kind of just have a little fun here and see what happens. Such a nice little tool. So what I've had pretty good luck adjusting it is just to leave that cap screw loose and just sight down it, and you can see the glimmer. You can see the glimmer kind of the iron sticking up there. And there you can see we're cutting it. This is kind of heavy work for this little tool, but there you go. How about that, huh? That is all right. Okay, so there's only one last thing that remains. Actually, two things. So the majority of you, when I ask if I should do the final finish on it, put a finish on it versus letting the person who won it put their style or whatever they preference, overwhelmingly people said, well, I'd like to put my own finish on. So what I'll do is I'm going to include a can of boiled linseed oil. That will be in there. So you can use that if you want to. If not, you can use it for your tools. And there's only one thing remaining to do. So that's it, friends. The long journey is over. It's going to be time to pick a winner, which we'll do in the next couple days. We'll give a chance for everyone to watch the video. Now, if you would like to enter to win this, just comment on this video. You don't have to be a subscriber. Don't forget to click the thumbs up if you like this video as well. And international, if you live international, go ahead and comment as well. We'll throw your mix into the hat. we'll just figure it out. Don't worry about it. So I've really enjoyed making this, and I am looking forward to giving it to someone, and I hope that they have a productive and happy career in woodworking and enjoy it as much as I have. To me, what it is it's a I guess it's a place to find some peace. So much going on in everyone's lives. We're so busy, and so much chaos and so much demand upon our time and ourselves that, well, hello, Heart Racer. Well, come here, baby girl. You're all wet. A time that there's very few places that you can go to have a little peace of mind and to slow down and to check out and just to do what you want to do. And it's woodworking has been that for me. So I hope it is for you, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Handles. So I just thought of the handle. I decided not to put handles on there, not because I'm too lazy to do it, but because the role of the box has changed. No longer is it really a toolbox, but it is more of a benchtop organizer. And if I thought about it, and if I wanted that, I don't want the handle sticking out. I want to be able to push it up maybe against a wall. I want it to be as compact as possible. So if you want to add handles to it, you can do that, but I've chosen not to do that because I think it's the best decision. So that's it. I'll include the boiled linseed oil, put that in there so I don't forget. And Mrs. W and I will we'll talk about it, see if we can find an interesting way to announce the winners, and comment on this video and be sure that you're entered, and we will choose one of you. And that's it. All right. Well, thanks for sticking with me. And one final note. So for those of you who didn't, I'm really proud of this, really proud of Brian. For those of you who didn't watch the live broadcast, Brian built this froe for me. I told him, I said, I want a froe, and we talked about the specifications, because this is a tool that we're going to need to continue with our timber framing. We're going to need to split all of our own pegs, because the timber framing projects that we have coming up, we want to do traditionally, meaning no power tools if possible, within reason. But we'll try to do it 100% with the old tools. And this was a vital key in that, and I didn't have one. So he forged this yesterday, and he just did a wonderful, wonderful job. He used my Whitlock's forge, and I'm getting ready to make the handle. So that will be coming up soon. So it's not done yet. He's going to heat treat it tomorrow, and then finish up the grind. But what a nice job, isn't it? He did that out of a leaf spring. It was a curved leaf spring from an old Toyota Tacoma that he had. And I think they just did a wonderful job, and we riveted it together there. You can see the rivet there, or maybe you can. But really proud of that. So I'm going to make a really special handle for it. And also, so let me know in the comments if you would like to see, we didn't do a video on this, we just did the live broadcast. It's up, you can watch it, you can go back and see it. It's over an hour long, but it was just us doing portions of the forging. But if you would like to see a full-on, Wranglerstar style dedicated video, we're actually going to make another one a little bit smaller. This was the large one, and we're going to make a smaller one. And if you'd like to see that, put it in the comments. If you can get 10,000 thumbs up on this video, 10,000, I will set up, I'll do the deal. I'll do a good video on forging a froe from scratch using leaf string. But you gotta meet me halfway. With 600,000 some odd subscribers, we shouldn't have any trouble getting 10,000 thumbs up, right? All right, I gotta ask. Because if I don't ask, you don't do it. You don't do it. Videos don't make themselves, So thanks for watching. Good luck in the contest, and we'll see you guys on the next video.